And good afternoon and welcome to Amboy High School, home of the Clippers, the Harbor as they call it, as we are ready for the Elite 8 and I8FA football, and it's number 4 and number 5 today, the Martinsville Blue Streaks, coming in at 10-1, the number 5 seed, and the Amboy Clippers also 10-1 on the season, the number 4 seed. And we'll have that one right here for you on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Rankhauser with you here in Amboy. Aaron Christian on the camera. Aaron and I, this is our home away from home. Third week for us here in Amboy. The Clippers in the home red unis with the black pants, white numbers, black trim. Martinsville, the blue streaks. The road silver pants with the blue socks. White jerseys with nice bright blue numbers and the silver helmets. And we should have a dandy here on this Saturday afternoon. Temperature at kickoff at about 51 degrees. Updating a couple of scores from the I8FA playoffs going on thus far. It's halftime already at Ridgewood. And it's Milledgeville 16, the Spartans of Ridgewood 6. And in the second quarter, it's Polo all over West Carroll, 54-0. Coming up later on this afternoon, Pawnee and St. Anne, that with a 4 o'clock kickoff. First National Bank in Amboy. The First National Bank in Amboy supports the Amboy Clippers. They also help area communities with their financial needs. Find them at fnbamboy-.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and also Vasson Brothers Chevrolet. Good luck, Clippers. Vasson Brothers Chevrolet, Inc. Find them on the web at www.vassonbrothers.com. Great deals, great service since 1926. Come see us on Highway 52 in Sublette, Illinois. About a minute and a half on the clock here at Amboy High School. We'll step aside for a brief word, and it'll be the Martinsville Blue Streaks, the Amboy Clippers. It's coming up next on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back here at Amboy High School as we are just about set for our national anthem. Amboy will start with the football to start this contest, going west to east, right to left on your screen. Martinsville will defend the east goal and go east to west. And we're going to step aside for our national anthem here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The Amboy marching band with our national anthem here on this Saturday afternoon. Again, temperatures right about 50 degrees. Very overcast skies. Hopefully we'll keep the rain away for the duration of the contest. Pretty stiff breeze coming out of the southeast here at the home of the Clippers, the Harbor. "12 minutes on the clock, and we're set for some football on this Saturday afternoon. Again, thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Again, some scores earlier before we went on the air, some updated scores. You catch both of these games on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH on our YouTube channel. Milledgeville on top of Ridgewood, 16-6 at the break. And Polo, 54, West Carroll, nothing. That in the second quarter. And again, coming up at about 4 o'clock, it'll be St. Anne's traveling to number 1 seed Pawnee. As we see the blue streaks on the field. And if you're talking Martinsville, you're talking Adam Parcell. Big game last week in the opener for the Blue Streaks. 270-plus yards, 5 touchdowns. For Amboy, it's kind of a mixed bag. A lot of guys getting some touches and some scores in the contest in their win over West Central last week. Back deep for Amboy, number 47, Colt McCoy. And I think Josh McKendry, the far man for the Amboy on the far side. Number 7, Evan Seaman, a 6'1 junior with the ball teed up. And we're underway. A low squib kick going to be fielded on the far side, picked up by number 14. That's Jose Lopez. And he's going to get it across the 30-yard line to about the 32. And that's where the Clippers will start 1st and 10. Just underway, 11:54 to play here in the first quarter. Eddie Jones will be at the quarterback helm for Amboy. 6'3", 185-pound senior. They're going to come back with a single back set. Going to send 25 in motion. That is Klein. And that's going to be 21. Quinn Luffelman on the carry. And Leffelman going to pick up about 3 on the play. Called 2nd and 7 for the Clippers. Ball at their own 35. Hector Herrera, 36 on the stop for the Blue Streaks. Eye set for the Clippers. Jones going to hand off to the second back through, and he's going to be out close to a first down. A penalty flag does fly in from the backside. And that's going to come back on a hold on the Clippers. So 10-yard mark off. It'll make it 2nd and long for Amboy. Move it inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a 2nd and about 17, it looks like, for Amboy after the holding penalty on the Clippers. And carrying a big, that's Ed Fry across the Martinsville side of the field inside the 40 to about the 35-yard line. And that's where they're going to mark him out of bounds. So from the 25, $40 yards for Ed Fry on the play and a first down for the Clippers. So 1st and 10, Amboy at the Martinsville 35, 10:42 to play. Single back set, Jones under center. Klein in motion, going to fake the handoff to him, and that's going to be Leffelman on the carry. He's going to get it across the 30 down to about the 27, a gain of 7 or 8 on the play. Called a gain of 7. 7, Evan Seaman on the stop for the Blue Streaks. 2nd and 3 for Amboy at the Blue Streak 28-yard line. Going to come out I set this time. Jones going to hand off McKendry, and he's got the first down and more. He's got one man to beat. He's going to get horse-collared from Martinsville. That's going to bring him down. That penalty flag, number 7, Evan Seaman on the stop. And they're going to get a penalty and probably some extra yardage out of this one for the Clippers. Face mask, I believe, is going to be the call. I thought maybe a horse collar penalty, but no, that's going to go on offsetting penalties, as they're going to have a hold on Amboy and a face mask on Martinsville. So redo the play at the Martinsville 28-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 3, 9:56 to play here in the opening quarter. Clock moving, 9:50 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. I set for the Clippers. Jones under center. Lead back's going to get it. Going to be taken out from underneath. Leffelman, 22 on the stop. Aiden helped on the stop, I should say, number 22. Short gain for Leffelman. A gain of a yard on the play, and it's going to be a 3rd and 2 for Amboy at the Martinsville 27, 9:15 to play here in our opening quarter. Again, I set, Jones under center. It's going to be the second back. That's Fry, and he's going to have enough for a first down, I believe, across the 25. Down to the 23. That's where they're going to mark it. We'll call it the 23-yard line. Gain of 4. And a first down for the Clippers at the Martinsville 22-yard line. High set, handoff, Klein the carry. 25's got into the secondary and down across the 10. That's going to be enough for a first down. Braden Klein, a 5'9 senior, with his first carry of the game. And that's going to be a nice run from the 23 inside the, nope, I'm going to mark it right at the 10, so we'll call it a gain of 12. And another first down, 1st and goal. Ball right at the 10-yard line. Clock down to 8:17 to play here in the opening quarter. Single back set behind Jones. That's Leffelman. In motion, Klein going to fake the handoff, then hand off to Leffelman. And he's going to have a gain of a couple on the play off the right side. Hector Herrera, 36, a junior, on the stop for Martinsville. Gain of 2. 2nd and goal from the 8 for the Clippers. Clock down to 7:45 to play here in the opening quarter. I set. Jones, handoff, second back through. That is McKendry. And he's going to go backwards for a loss of a couple on the play and bring up a 3rd and long. .44, Eli Nifley on the stop. 190-pound senior for the Blue Streaks. 3rd and goal from the 10 for Amboy. Clock down to 7:10 to play. I set. Gonna fake the handoff. Gonna look to throw. He's got a man open, wide open. That is a 10-yard touchdown. Number 36, Caleb Llanos on the reception. And that's going to put the Clippers on top here first. 6-0. Score coming at 7:05 to play here in the first quarter. Got to come out single back set. 2-point conversion. Going to hand off to Leffelman, and he is not going to get in. So with 7:05 to play here in the opening quarter, it's now a 6-0 lead in favor of the Amboy Clippers will step aside. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Amboy High School, 7:05 to play here in the first quarter. It was Jones on a 10-yard pass to Llanos. Two-point conversion failed, and that's where we're at right now. 6-0 in favor of Amboy here with 7:05 to play in the opening quarter. Caden Simons back deep for the Blue Streaks. Kick going to be fielded by Gabe Griffin, number 10. And he's going to get it across the Blue Streak 40 to the 42-yard line. Kick by number 5, Rylan McNish. Blue Streak football. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Simons, and he's got a lot of room across the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Martinsville, 58 yards with 6:51 to go. Martinsville answers right back. We're tied at 6 apiece. $58 yards for Simons, a two-point conversion on the way. They're going to come out at empty set. Simons. Snap to Simmons. He's going to look to throw. Pass is intercepted by number 25, Braden Klein. So with 6:51 to play, we are tied up at 6. We'll be back with a kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back here to Amboy High School. 6:51 to play here in the opening quarter. What an answer back by Martinsville. Caden Simons, 58 yards for the score. And we're tied at 6. Evan Seaman, number 7, to kick it away. Again, Lopez and McCoy back deep for Amboy. That's going to be a line drive kick, going to go over everyone's head and into the end zone for a touchback. Amboy will have it 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
With that touchback, the Clippers will be starting 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Forget to chat us up on the live chat. Going to be handoff to Klein, and he's going to get across the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard or so on the play. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Amboy I set, hand off second back through. Klein trying to go to the right side this time and gains maybe a yard or two on the play. Going to bring up a third and long, 3rd and 7. We'll call it a gain of 2. Ball at the Clipper 23-yard line. Again, tied up 6 apiece. I set. Jones under center. Levelman the lead back. Fry the second back. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open again. That's Llanos. And nice tip by Caden Simons on the play. 5'7" D-back for the Blue Streaks. And that will go incomplete and bring up a 4th and 7 for the Clippers with 5:59 to play here in the first quarter. Clippers are going to drop back to punt. That will be number 5, Rylan Nish. No one back deep for Martinsville. Amboy going to kick into the wind. And I don't know if it got tipped or not, but it's going to take an Amboy bounce into that wind, and they'll down it at the Clipper 49-yard line. That's when Martinsville will start 1st and 10. Ball game all tied up at 6 apiece. So a quick 3 and out for the Clippers. Let's see what the Blue Streaks have in store here on their second offensive possession of the contest. Simons under center for Martinsville. 2 back set. Parcell and Griffin in the backfield. It's going to be a hand up to Parcell. And the ball's out loose, and Amboy's going to fall on it. Parcell with a nice gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Nope, they're going to say he's down. Gain of 7 for Parcell. And going to bring up a 2nd and 3. Ball at the Amboy 42-yard line. Simons under center. And off Parcell again. He's going to cut it back and going to get about 2 of the 3 yards that he needed. Bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard. Ball just outside the Amboy 40-yard line. First down marker at the 39 on the far side. 4:55 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-6 our ball game. Simons under center again. Griffin and Parcell setbacks. And it's going to be Parcell, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Big hit by Quinn Leffelman, number 21. Going to take Parcell's feet out from under him. And it's going to be a no gain. So 4th and they're going to call it a loss of 1 for Parcell. So 4th and 3 for Martinsville at the Amboy 41-yard line. Clock down to 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Going to be Simons, and he's going to hand off to Parcell, and forward progress is enough for a first down inside the 40. Going to mark it at the Amboy 36, it looks like. Clock under 4 to play here in the opening quarter, 3:50 and counting.
First and 10 for the Blue Streaks. The Clippers 37.
Simons again under center. Parcell and Griffin, the loans 2 setbacks. Simons going to dump it off to Griffin, and he's going to have a close to a first down. Going to be knocked out about short, a couple yards short. Going to take it from the 37 down to about the 29. And bring up a 2nd and a, no, it is enough for a first down. Wasn't sure where they originally marked it, but It is enough for a Blue Streak first down. 1st and 10 for Martinsville. Ball at the Amboy 26, 3:15 to play here on the opening quarter. Simon's going to roll far side. Going to cut it back. He's going to have a gain of a 3 or 4 on the play. So he was in there on that far side. A whole host of red jerseys in there trying to get a number. It looks like number 83, Evan Flanagan, one of the Clippers there on the stop. 6'2" sophomore D lineman. Second and 7 for Martinsville at the Clipper 23, down to 2:40 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-6 our score. Simon going to hand off to the lead back. That is Parcel. And he's got a nice gain of about 4 or 5 on the play and bring up, I call it a gain of 5, so 3rd and 2. For Martinsville at the Clipper 18-yard line. Third and 2. Simon's under center, going to hand off to Parcel. He's going to get to the near side, and he's going to have enough for a first down. Inside the 15, down to about the 13. Called a gain of 5 and another Martinsville first down. 1st and 10 for the Blue Streaks. Going to mark it at the 12. So 1st and 10 from the Amboy 12-yard line. Clock down to 1:30 to play here in the opening quarter. It quickly played first quarter. 6-6 our score. Simons under center for Martinsville. Fake the handoff, and it's going to be Gavin LeLoop, number 6, on the wide receiver jet sweep. And he's going to take it down inside the 10. Gain of 6 for Gavin LeLoop. Second and 4. Clock stopped with 1:10 to play. 2 back set again. Simons going to roll near side. He's got Parcel out in front, into the end zone, touchdown, Martinsville. Simons with his second touchdown of the contest. Coming at 1:05 to play here in the opening quarter, and Martinsville's going to jump out to a 12-6 lead over Amboy. Empty set. Simon's going to roll near side. Looks to throw. No, it's going to be wrapped up. 21. Quinn Leffelman says, I don't think so. He was looking maybe to try and pass on the play. And so with 1:05 to play in the opening quarter, it's a 12-6 lead for Martinsville. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Amboy High School, the Harbor 12-6 in favor of Martinsville. 1:05 to play here in the first quarter. Junior Evan Seaman, number 7, to tee it up for the Blue Streaks. McCoy and Lopez back deep again for the Clippers. And the kick's going to, with the wind, bounce again into the end zone. So Amboy's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Clippers going to come out I set. Jones going to hand off. That is Klein. You're off the left side. Nice gain. Give Klein about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Clock down under 50 seconds to play. 44 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Again, I set. Jones under center for the Clippers. Handoff second back. That's McKendry. Josh McKendry, a 5'7" senior. And he does not have enough for a first down. Nope, now they say first down, move the chains, gain of 4. Probably our last play as we're down to 18 seconds to play. Jones, handoff, Fry. Fry near side across the 40, 45 is going to step out of bounds at about the Amboy 41. That's going to be another first down for the Clippers, a gain of 11. And that will get one more play in, 10.7 seconds to play on the clock. Klein with the football for the Clippers. He's going to cut it back. He's got it across the 30. He's going to go 10-5. Touchdown, Amboy, on the final play of the first quarter. 54 yards for the touchdown. And a personal foul on the Clippers on the play, so negate the touchdown. So that's going to move it all the way back to the Amboy 45-yard line. And that will be the end of the opening quarter with Martinsville on top 12-6. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Second quarter, we're just about set. as we're getting our scoreboard straightened around here at Amboy High School. 12-6. We're ready for the second quarter. Be first and 11 for the Clippers. Their own 45. Handoff to McKendry. And he's got some room on the far side across the Blue Streak 40. Still on his feet inside the 20 and wrapped up out of bounds inside the Martinsville 15. About a 40-yard gain for Josh McKendry. And a first and 10. Handoff Ed Fry, number 6 for Amboy. Wrapped up Gavin Loop on the stop for Martinsville. Gain of a couple. High set, Levelman the lead back behind Eddie Jones. And it's going to be Klein on the run. And Klein got to get it across the 5 down to about the 4. Gain of 8. First and goal for Amboy at the Martinsville 4-yard line. 11 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Martinsville on top, 12-6. Jones under center. Handoff. Leffelman going to bounce off a couple people into the end zone. Touchdown for the Clippers. 10:48 to play here in the first half. Amboy ties it up with a 4-yard touchdown run for number 21, Quinn Leffelman. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Fry on the run. Will he get in? Yes, he does on the far side. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 10:48 to play here in the first half, it's a 14-12 lead for the Clippers. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Back here at Amboy High School, 14-12 in favor of the Clippers. Rylan McNitch, number 5, to kick it off for Amboy. Caden Simons back for the Blue Streaks. Nitch with the approach. And Simon's going to field it at about the 10, across the 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Going to be wrapped up and knocked out of bounds by the kicker at about the Martinsville 42-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark it inside the 40 at the 39 where he stepped out. 10:42 to play here in the first half. First down, and it will be Parcel on the carry. Gain of 2 for Parcel and the Blue Streak, 2nd and 8. Ball at the Martinsville 41-yard line, 10:05 to play here in the opening half. Handoff Griffin this time, and he's going to try and get around the far side. Going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss or so of 1 on the yard on the play. So called a loss of 1. 3rd and 9 for Martinsville. Ball back to their own 40-yard line. $9:35 to play here in the first half. 14-12 advantage for Amboy. Empty set, going to be a screen. We got a flag on the far side. We're going to get an illegal procedure penalty on the offense. So make it a 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Ball back to the Martinsville 35-yard line. 9:20 to play here. Opening half. See number 7 bringing in a play. Evan Seaman, 6'1", junior. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Going to go empty set. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Simon's getting some pressure. Going to fire it, and going to be a nice catch on the sideline, but that was number 25, Brayton Treisner, but he's not in the play on the sideline, and an incomplete pass going to stop the clock. 4th and 14, 8:55 to play here in the opening half. And looks like Martinsville going to punt. No one's going to go. Klein's going to go back, it looks like now for Amboy. As Gavin Hulett, the kick, a high kick straight up. It's going to take a little bit of a Martinsville bounce. And going to be down at the Amboy 44-yard line with 8:46 to play here in the first half. Brought to you by First National Bank in Amboy. They support the Amboy Clippers. They also help area communities with their financial needs. Find them at fnbamboy.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Amboy going to come out high set. Second back is McKendry, and he'll get the football, and he's going to be wrapped up. Gavin Hulett, number 6, on a big stop, a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and long, 2nd and 11 for the Clippers back at their own 43-yard line. $8:10 to play here in the first half. 2nd and 11. Amboy coming out I set. Jones going to look to throw. He's got a man open, some contact, and a good job, I think, on the receiver's part by Evan Flanagan trying to come back to the football they're going to get. I think Simon's on a pass interference penalty. And we'll get the call from the official. That is the call. Ball underthrown a little bit. Flanagan kind of doing a pretty decent job like you see in the college and pros, trying to come back for the football. And the mark-off's going to be an automatic first down for the Clippers.
They're going to mark off that penalty for 15 yards. It's going to be a first down for the Clippers. Looks like they have the football.
Move it to the Martinsville 41-yard line.
Got 8 minutes left in this second quarter.
8:01 to play. I set, handoff, second back through. That is Klein for 25. He'll have a gain of a couple down to the 40.
First tackler was Hulett for the Blue Streaks.
Gain of 2 for Klein. 2nd and 8. Ball at the Martinsville 40, handoff Levelman. He's going to fall forward across the 36, down near the 35. Third and 4 for Amboy at the Martinsville 36, 7:05 to play here in the opening half. Amboy on top by 2, 14-12. I set Jones, and we're going to get an offsides. We'll get somebody from Martinsville jumping off side, and it will be a 5-yard mark off and enough for an Amboy first down. Fourth penalty for 40 yards on the Blue Streaks. 1st and 10 for the Clippers at the Martinsville 31-yard line. I set. Going to be a pitch to McKendry, far side, across the 25. And he's going to be down close to the 1st-yard marker on the far sideline. Nope, not enough. Thought he was going to come up about a yard short. He does, a gain of 9. 2nd and less than a yard. 6:15 to play here in the first half. Seen the senior Ed Fry bringing in the play from the Amboy sideline. Coach Scott Payne, the head coach for the Clippers. Mitch Baird, the head coach for the Martinsville Blue Streaks. I set Fry, the deep setback. Going to be a handoff to him. Big hit there by number 11, Ben Hyatt, with a big hit on the play. But it's enough for a first down. Needed one and got the yard. So 1st and 10 for the Clippers at the Martinsville 20-yard line. Clock under 6 to play, 5:39 and counting. I set for the Clippers. Jones under center. Hand off to Klein. Klein going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Number 7, Evan Seaman, one of the first Blue Streak players there for the stop. Klein's going to pick up 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Clippers. 5 minutes to play here, first half. 14-12 in favor of Amboy. And I set Jones. Going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll out. He's got a man open. That's Llanos, number 36. And he's going to go out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 6. Gain of 11 on the play, and a 1st and goal for the Clippers. Clock going to stop with Llanos going out of bounds. 4:45 to play first half. I set 1st and goal for the Clippers at the Martinsville 6. Pitch to McKendry. He's going to try to get around the far side. There's a flag comes in on the play. The run's good for a touchdown, but we're going to get a holding penalty on the Clippers. So negate the touchdown and move it back out beyond the 10 to the 15. No, they're going to mark it at the 16. So 1st and goal for Amboy at the Martinsville 16-yard line. 4:39 to play here in the a pitch. Klein coming to near side, going to tiptoe around, is going to get brought down across the 15 to about the 13, a gain of 3. Shotgun set, empty set, 4 receivers, 2 to both sides. Fry in motion, going to be a run by Jones. And he's going to have it down near the 10-yard line, a gain of about 3. And bring up a 3rd and goal from the Martinsville 9, 3:40 to play here in the first half. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. McKendry bringing in the play from the near sideline for the Clippers. Gonna go shotgun set, empty set, 2 receivers to both sides. Motion is McKendry, gonna pitch it to McKendry. Can he get around the far side? He will not. Big stop over there by number 6, Gavin LeLoop. Loop's going to take it down, or the run's going to net about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Called a gain of 3, and bring up a 4th and a goal from the Martinsville 5. Clock under 2:50 to play here in the first half. Clippers on top by 2, 14-12. I set the lead back is Quinn Leffelman. Gonna fake the handoff. Jones gonna roll out, looks for a man to hit. He will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Clippers. Eddie Jones on a 5-yard keeper got in the near corner and pushes the lead to 8:20-12 in favor of the Clippers. 2:28 to play here in the first half. Two-point conversion attempt. High set, going to send Leffelman in motion, going to pitch it to Fry. He's going to lose the football and going to be picked up by Ben High at number 11. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 2:28 to play, the Amboy Clippers on top now by 8. 20-12, 2:28 to play. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pray the patient.
Back here at Amboy High School, 2:28 to play. First half, we'll see number 5, Rylan McNish, to kick it away for Amboy. Caden Simons back deep for the Blue Streaks. The approach and a high end-over-end kick going to be fielded by Simons at about the 10 across the 15-20, near side 25, 30, 35, 40. Cuts it back. He may go 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Martinsville. Caden Simons about a 90-yard kick return. No flags on the play, 60. And that's going to cut our lead to a 20-18 lead. As Martinsville answers right back again for the second time in the contest. 2-point conversion here to tie it up with 2:13 to play. We'll call that a big answer there for the Blue Streak. Simon's going to hand off Parcel into the end zone. We are tied. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 2:13 to play, we are tied at 20-20. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and take care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Back here at Amboy High School, what a first half thus far, 20-20. Our score, 2:13 to play here in the first half. Evan Seaman to kick it away, the junior, number 7 for the Blue Streaks. McCoy and Lopez, 47 and 14 back deep for the Clippers. And the approach going to be a low kick, going to be fielded by McCoy at about the 23 across the 30. And it'll be brought down just short of the 35, number 2, Caden Simons again, the man doing everything for Martinsville with the stop. So with 2:09 to play, Amboy will have it 1st and 10, just short of their own 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts are both squads. Going to go I set. Addie Jones under center for the Clippers. Going to be a fake the pitch. Got a man wide open. That's Llanos again. He's got it across the 30. And that's going to be a 10-5 touchdown. Amboy. What a answer back for Amboy. One play. 65 yards on the pass from Jones to Llanos. And just like that, Amboy back on top. 26-20 with 1:59 to play here in the first half. Two-point conversion, going to be a handoff. Kendry, and he will not get in. Gavin Lalou, 44, Eli Nivley, amongst others there for Martinsville. So with 1:59 to play here in the first half, 26-20 in favor of Amboy. We'll be back with a kick in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Amboy High School, rain starting to fall here in the contest. 1:59 to play. Rylan Manish, junior, 6'1", 195-pound tight end defensive end for the Clippers, going to kick it away. Caden Simons, the senior, 5'7", 145-pound. Last time on the kickoff, had a big 90-yard kick return for a score, and it's going to be a line drive kick off of number 10, Gabe Griffin. He'll pick it back up across the 30, 35, and he'll get it out close to the 40-yard line. Number 9 on the stop, Brody Christopherson for the Clippers. Minute 53 to play here in the first half, 26-20 in favor of the Clippers. Simons under center. Simons on a keeper far side. He's going to turn it back up, and a nice gain of about 7 on the play. Tripped up Dylan Merriman, I believe, the one there to trip Simons up after a gain of about 7. Second, and they're going to call it 4 at the Martinsville 46. Minute 23 to play. Simons, handoff, Parcel, near side. Going to run out of bounds at midfield. They're going to say short of the 50-yard line at the 49, a gain of a couple. Going to bring up a third and short, 3rd and 1. Clock stop with Parcel running out of bounds in the minute 14 to play here in the first half. Simons, handoff. Parcel's going to tiptoe, and he's going to have the first down into Amboy territory at the 48. First and 10 for Martinsville. A minute 4 to play here in the first half. Amboy 26, Martinsville 20. Under a minute now on the clock. Post squads at all 3 timeouts. Simons under center. Gonna look to throw. Has a man open. That is LaLoop. And he's going to be run out of bounds short of the first down right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll stop the clock with 42.1 seconds to play here in the first half. Second and 1 for Martinsville at the Amboy 39-yard line. Empty set. Simon's going to throw a little wide receiver running back screen to Parcel. And he's going to be wrapped up out of bounds at the 35. Or say he stayed inbounds. Ed Fry on the stop. And we're going to get our first timeout of the contest. Timeout Martinsville after the I don't know that actually there was a timeout taken. I think he did get out of bounds. They're going to reset the game clock to 35 seconds from 33.1. Martinsville first and 10 from the Amboy 35. Simon's going to look to roll near side, going to dump it off. It's intercepted. I believe that is Klein on the interception for the Clippers. Simons will bring him down at the Amboy 45-yard line. And that's where Amboy will start first and 10 with 27 seconds to play here in the first half. 26-20. Clock going to roll. Trying to see if we can get one more score on the board. The Clippers going to go deep. They've got a man open, overshoots the intended receiver, number 4, Josh McKendry. Eddie Jones. And it stops the clock at 21 seconds to play. Incomplete pass. Second and 10 for the Clippers. Second and 10 for Amboy at their own 46. Empty set, 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Jones shotgun set. He's going to look to throw, and he's going to be swarmed. No, he's going to get away initially, but going to be wrapped up on the play by number 36, Hector Herrera. And the Clippers are going to take a timeout here with 13 seconds to play. A gain of 2 for Jones on the play.
Clippers have 2 timeouts remaining.
Third and 7 for Amboy. 13 seconds on the clock.
Okay, we have 13 seconds left in this first half. Clippers have 2 timeouts. Third down for the Clippers.
Again, empty set. 3 receivers near side for the Clippers. 1 far side. Jones shotgun set. Pump fake. It's going to air it out. And that's going to go in between everybody. A couple receivers back down there deep for Amboy. And good coverage by Martinsville. And that'll stop the clock with 6 seconds to play. And a 4th and 7 with 6 seconds on the first half clock. Coming up at halftime, we'll have some updated stats, get some score updates from our other 2 8-man contests going on right now. So a 4th and 7, I set, Jones. Gonna look to throws, got him, gonna throw, and pass gonna be incomplete. Turnover on downs. Yanos, the intended receiver, and Martinsville will have 1 play with 1 second remaining before halftime here to end the first half. So 1 second on the clock, 26-20 in favor of Amboy. Martins are going to go empty set. Simon's going to go shotgun. 2 receivers to both sides. Going to fire it downfield, and it's going to be short of the intended receiver, Gavin LaLoop, I believe, on the far side. And that will send us to the break, 26-20 in favor of Amboy. We'll be back with some updated stats. We'll do our MDH halftime interview now, and we'll get those score updates to you here as well. Here at halftime, 26-20 in favor of Amboy.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of an interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far. And we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of a interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far, and we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
Welcome back here to Amboy High School, 26-20 here at halftime in favor of the Clippers. A couple of finals already in 8-man playoff action. Good one down at Cambridge Ridgewood, and it was Milledgeville 16 to Ridgewood 12, and Polo all over West Carroll this afternoon, 66-0. And that one, of course, coming up here in about 40 minutes or so. Pawnee hosting number 8, the top-seeded Pawnee Indians hosting the number 8 St. Anne squad. Bossman Dwayne Hill will have that one for you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 26-20 again here in favor of Amboy. I'm running over some stats from the first half. First for Martinsville, Gaten Simons unofficially 7 carries for 74 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Adam Parcell 9 carries for 29. Gabe Griffin 1 for a -1. And Gavin Loop 1 carry for 6. Simon's passing was 3 of 5 for 24 yards, 1 interception. And receiving-wise, Gavin Loop, 1 catch for 8. Adam Parcell, 1 for 6. And Gabe Griffin, 1 for 10 for Amboy. Ed Fry, 6 carries for 64 yards. Quinn Levelman, 6 carries unofficially for 21. Josh McKendry, 6 carries for 53. Braden Klein, 9 carries for 91 yards unofficially. Eddie Jones, 3 for 7. Jones' passing was 3 of 9 for 86 yards and a touchdown, and all 3 receptions are by number 36, Kale Llanos. For the Clippers, our scoring summary, it was Amboy on a Jones 10-yard pass to Llanos at 7:55 to play in the first quarter. Run failed 6-0 in favor of Amboy. Martinsville would answer back with the next two scores. Simons on a 58-yard run. The pass was no good. 6-6. That coming at 6:51 to play in the first quarter. And with 1:05 left, Simons on a 6-yard run. The run for 2 was no good. That's where we ended the first quarter 12-6 in favor of Martinsville. It was Leffelman on a 4-yard touchdown run for Amboy. Fry's run made it a 2-point Amboy lead, 14-12. That coming with just underway in the second quarter. 2:28 to go. It was Jones on a 6-yard touchdown run for Amboy as well. The run was no good. 20-12 in favor of Amboy. Ensuing kickoff, 2:13 to go. It was Martinsville Simons on a 90-yard kick return. Parcell run made it 20-20, and Jones a 65-yard pass to Llanos with 1:59 to play. The 2-point conversion failed, and that's where we stand at the break. 26-20 in favor of Amboy. Martinsville will have the football to start the second half. Simon's going to drop back to about his 10-yard line. Again, Martinsville are going to go right to left on the screen, west to east here in the third quarter. Amboy will have the wind at their back. Number 5, Rylan McNish to kick it away again for the Clippers. Kick going to be a line drive fielded by Griffin. He's going to cross the 40, 45. He's going to be across midfield. Wrapped up, ball popped loose, but the official is going to say he was down at midfield, and that's where the Blue Streaks will start 1st and 10. Just underway here in the second half, 11:54 to play. Simons under center, 2-back set. Parcell and Griffin going to hand off to Parcell. And he's going to have a nice gain of about 9 or so on the play. Second and about a yard for the Blue Streaks. The ball at the Amboy 41-yard line. Rain has appeared to stop. Had a little brief shower there late in the second quarter, but now has appeared to stop at least momentarily. 11:20 to play. 2nd and 1, empty set. Simon's going to roll near side. He's going to lob one up, and is it caught inbounds? Intercepted. It was Jones trying to come up with the football, and it will come. They're going to say no, he did not control the ball and catch it inbounds. So that'll stop the clock at 11:16 to play here in the third quarter. And 3rd and 1 for the Blue Streaks. Simons under center. And off Parcell. He's going to tiptoe around, but he's not going to get past the line of scrimmage on the play. Snuffed out by Caleb Llanos, number 36. And number 2, Eddie Jones, on the stop. Going to be a loss of a couple on the play for Parcell. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 3 for Martinsville at the Amboy 42-yard line. I'll call it the 43. So 4th and 3 from the 43. Simons under center. And we're going to get, I think, some movement. False start. And that is going to be the penalty. False start on Amboy or Martinsville. 5th penalty on the Blue Streaks here in the contest. And that's going to move it back and make it 4th. And about 8. Clock under 10:30 to play, 10:25 and counting here, third quarter, 26-20 in favor of the Clippers. And the pass is going to be off the fingertips of Gavin Hulett. A couple of penalty flags on the play. Some issues with our quarter. So it is actually the third quarter, trying to get that reworked. It's going to be a penalty on the Clippers. First and 10 for Martinsville. Going to hand off on a wide receiver sweep to Hulett, and he's going to carry some tacklers down inside the Amboy 30. And Hullett's going to pick up about 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. And Parcel with the first down run for Martinsville. Heath on the stop. Going to take it down from the 28 to the 24. Gain of 4. First and 10 for Martinsville at the Amboy 23. Simon going to hand off Griffin, the carrier this time. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage in the play as there's a couple of red jerseys to wrap him up. Klein, 25, and Merriman, I believe, 52 and 25 on the stop. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11. 8:15 to play in the third quarter, 26-20 in favor of Amboy. Second and 11 for Martinsville at the Amboy 29. Going to be a pitch to Griffin. Near side, and there's about 5 of the Amboy 8 players on the field there for the stop. Leffelman, number 3, Cody Wynn, amongst others there for the Clippers. No gain. 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for the Clippers for the Blue Streaks at the Clipper 29-yard line. $7:25 to play. Simon's under center. Going to roll far side. Got Parcel as a lead blocker. And the ball's going to pop out, and Amboy, I think, is going to get it. Simon's had a nice run of about 8 or 9 yards, but ball popped way up in the air, and Amboy's going to come up with it. 1st and 10 for the Clippers as the defense forcing the turnover for Martinsville to be 1st and 10 for Amboy at their own 15-yard line. 7:17 to play here in the third quarter. 26-20 in favor of the Clippers. I set. Jones going to hand off. Second back, that I believe is Fry, and he's got nowhere to go. Adam Parcel on the stop amongst others for Martinsville. Call it 2nd and 10, no gain. $6:50 to play, third quarter. 2nd and 10 for Amboy at their own 15-yard line. High set. Jones, handoff, second back. Good, had a steam there by number 25, Braden Klein, 5'9" senior. And called a gain of 8 for Klein, 3rd down and 2 for the Clippers. 99 yards now unofficially for Klein on 10 carries. Clock now to 6:10 to play. Third quarter. Again, I set. And off Levelman, I believe, on the carry, number 21. He's out across the 40 to the 45, 46-yard lines where they're going to mark him out of bounds. Make it the 47. "24 yards on the carry for Quentin Levelman. His biggest run of the afternoon. 45 yards now on 7 carries. 1st and 10 for the Clippers at their own 47. I set pitch this side to McKendry. He's going to get it up across midfield and not much more beyond that, a gain of about 3. "25, Brayton Klein going to bring in the play for the Clippers. I set. Hand off, Klein. And he's got some room across the 40, Martinsville 40 to the 30, still on his feet. It's going to be a foot race. He's going to get into the end zone, touchdown. Braden Klein, 50 yards for the Clippers. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. That'll push the lead out to 32-20 in favor of Amboy. Clippers going to line it up for the 2-point conversion. Leffelman the lead back. McKendry the second back. Going to fake that handoff. Going to try and dump out a pass off the fingertips of number 36, Castellanos. So with 5:05 to play, it's now a 32-20 lead in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back with a kick in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at the Harbor, Amboy High School, 32-20 in favor of the Clippers. Vasson Brothers Chevrolet, good luck Clippers. Vasson Brothers Chevrolet Incorporated. Find them at www.vassonbrothers.com. Great deals, great service since 1926. Come see us on Highway 52 in Sublette, Illinois. That's Vasson Brothers Chevrolet. Rylan Minish to kick it away. Simon's back deep for Martinsville at about his 10-yard line. Going to be fielded by Griffin. Big hit by Fry initially, and then Lopez down there to finish Griffin off. Griffin's a little wobbly. Yeah, he's shaking up on the play. He's going to have to come out as a big hit there. And Gabe Griffin, number 10, 5'8" sophomore from Martinsville. As we see Coach Baird coming out from the far side. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here at Amboy High School, Gabe Griffin going off under his own power. Took a pretty good couple of pops there on that kickoff, so he'll go over with Coach Baird to the Blue Streak sideline. 5:01 to play here in the third quarter. 32-20 in favor of Amboy. Simons. Hand off Parcel. And minimal game on the play for Parcel. Called a gain of maybe a yard. We'll give him a yard on the play. Klein on the stop. Number 22 checking into the ball game. Aiden Haupt, 6'1" junior for Martinsville. 25, Brayton Tresner in the backfield, senior, with Griffin checking out. Going to hand off to Parcel. And he'll get up across the 38 to near the 40-yard line, a gain of about 6. 3rd and 4 for Martinsville. 4:05 to play here in the third quarter. 32-20 in favor of the Clippers. Clock to 3:45 to play here in the third quarter. Simon on the quarterback keeps going to pick up about 3 or so of the 4 that they needed and set up a 4th and short. 4th and about a yard, less than a yard for Martinsville at their own 43-yard line. Clock down to 3:10 to play here in the third quarter. 12-point lead for Amboy, 32-20. Simon's under center. A handoff to the lead back, and he will not get there. Penalty flag comes in from the back judge. Be a face mask on Amboy. And that's going to be enough for a first down for Martinsville. Again, third quarter, 2:50 to play. Third quarter, 32-20. Going to be a mark off to the 48 of Martinsville and a new set of downs for the Blue Streaks. Simon going to look to dump the pass off. Got it off for a gain of about 3. I believe that was to number 6, Gavin LaLoop, and it was. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Blue Streaks at the Amboy 48-yard line. 2:05 to play here in this third quarter. 32-20 in favor of the Clippers. Simons under center. Fake the handoff, and that's Parcell. Fake the handoff to Tresner. And Parcel's going to have it down to the 45 to the Amboy 44. Gain of about 5 on the play. 15 carries for 52 yards for Parcel. 1:30 to play in the third quarter. 3rd down and about 2 for the Blue Streaks at the Amboy 44-yard line. Simon's going to hand off. Parcel, and he's got the first down to about the 40-yard line of Amboy, gain of 4. And it'll be 1st and 10 from, they're going to mark him at the 39-yard line. 1:04 to play. Scoreboard says 39, but there's the football at the 40. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Martinsville trailing it by 12, 32-20. Simon going to hand off wide receiver sweep to LaLoop. And he's going to lose a few yards on the play. Ed Fry, Caleb Llanos, 6 and 36 amongst others there for the stop for the Clippers. That's going to be a loss back to the 45. And a loss of 5 on the play. And we're down to 25 seconds on the third quarter clock. 32-20 in favor of Amboy. And we may not get another play here before the end of the third quarter. We're down to 5 seconds to go, and that will do it. After 3 quarters of play, it's 32-20 in favor of Amboy. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Back here for the fourth quarter in Amboy High School. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Rankhauser here with you. And Christian on the camera. Be 2nd and 15 for Martinsville at the Amboy 45-yard line. Don't forget, getting underway here in just about 15 minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It'll be our fourth contest of the day, the Pawnee and St. Anne. That one kicks off at about 4 o'clock. 2nd and 15, Simon's under center. Got a roll near side. Got Parcel as one of his lead blockers. And he's going to get it close to the 40-yard line. See where they mark him out. Just short of the 40. Gain of 4. And set up 3rd and 11 for Martinsville. 11:35 to play in the contest. $11:20 to play. Going to go empty set. 2 receivers to both sides. Simon's going to roll near side. Looks to throw on his feet. He's going to get a nice gain down to the 35 or so. A gain of 5. And going to set up a 4th and about 6 for the Martinsville Blue Streaks. 7 carries for 86 yards now for Simon in the contest unofficially. Clock under 11 to play, 10:45 to go. Fourth and 5 for Martinsville at the Amboy 35. Simon's under center. Griffin back into the contest. Going to be a pass out here to the near side. LaLoop with a catch. And he's going to have enough for a first down inside the 30 to the 26. A gain of 9 and a Martinsville first down. Second catch for LaLoop for 17 yards. Clock stop, 10:15 to play in the contest. 1st and 10 for Martinsville at the Amboy 26. Parcel going to be at quarterback. Simon's now one of the receivers on the far side. Parcel's just going to take it and run. And he's got another first down inside the Amboy 15. The Owls on the stop. Going to move it from the 26 to the 14. A gain of 12 on a first down. First and 10 from the Amboy 14. Good to see Gabe Griffin back in on that last play. Number 10 for the Blue Streaks. He'll be in the backfield with Parcel. Simon under center. Hand off Parcel. On left side. And a gain of about, we'll call it a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. 18 carries now for Adam Parcel for 69 yards. We're going to gain at 2 on the scoreboard, so 2nd and 8. Ball at the Amboy 12-yard line. Shotgun set. Simons is going to take the snap and run, and he's down to about the 10-yard line, maybe inside the 10, a gain of about 3. Clock down to 8:40 to play. 3rd and 5 for Martinsville at the Clipper 8-yard line. Simons under center. Parcel going to go off the right side, and he's down close to the inside the 5. First down for Martinsville. Needed about 3 and got 4. First and goal from the 5. Clock down to 8:23 to play. 4th quarter, 32-20 in favor of Amboy. Evan Seaman bringing in the play from Coach Baird and staff on the far side for Martinsville. Parcel going to go into the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Direct snap. Parcel going to take it. And there's a flag on the play. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. We'll have to wait and see what the penalty is. It looks like it's going to go on Martinsville. Preliminary signal. Holding on the Blue Streaks. So that takes the touchdown, Adam Parcel touchdown off the board, 32-20. And move it back to 1st and goal from the 13 to the 14-yard line. They're going to mark it. So 1st goal from the 14. Shotgun set. Simon's going to look to throw a little dump pass off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Gabe Griffin. And that'll stop the clock at 7:49 to play. 2nd and goal from the 14. $7:49 to play in the contest. 12-point lead for the Clippers. 32-20. Again, empty set. 2 receivers to both sides. Simons, shotgun. Going to be a little wide receiver screen, I should say. Not so sure that somebody from Amboy didn't get a fingertip on that, as it was intended for Parcel. And Parcel and the incomplete pass going to stop the clock with 7:46 to play. Bring up a 3rd and goal from the 13 for the Blue Streaks. Again, same set. Shotgun formation. Simon's going to take the snap, going to roll, and it is tipped as number 83 got a hand on Evan Flanagan, a 6'2 sophomore for the Clippers. broke up the pass, and that'll bring up a 4th and goal from the 13 for Martinsville with 7:43 to play in the contest. So big 4th down for Martinsville. Down 12, 4th and goal from the 13. To go empty set. 2 receivers near inside this time. Simon's going to look to run to the near side, and he's met and wrapped up. See who that was. 21, Quinn Leffelman there. And turnover on downs will go to the Clippers. 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Clippers with the football, up 12. 7:39 to play. I set. Jones under center. And a ball on the ground. Jones was able to get back on it. He was for the Clippers. Made a loss of a yard on the play. Clock down to 7:10 to play. I set again for the Clippers. 2nd and 11. And off Klein, the ball's loose. I think Amboy got back on it again. Hector Herrera, 36 there for Martinsville. Also number 6, Gavin LaLute, but it's going to stay with the Clippers. I wasn't sure. 6:35 to play, 32-20 lead in favor of the Clippers. And a big 3rd down, 3rd and a loss of a yard on the play. So 3rd and 12. A little bit of rain making things just a little slick on the fields here in this 4th quarter. I set. Jones going to look to throw, is hit as he threw it a little bit, and the intended receiver, number 36, just out of his reach. Coverage by number 7, Evan Seaman, for the Blue Streaks, and that'll stop the clock with 6:09 to play, and a 4th and 11 for Amboy at their own 20-yard line. And we've got a timeout. Stoppage, something going on. Things getting straightened out now. We're going to see number 10, Gabe Griffin, go back deep for Martinsville. Ryan Nish to kick it away for the Clippers. Low snap. Good kick. It's going to hit and end up eventually taking about a yard or two bounce in favor of Amboy. Martinsville will have it 1st and 10 from the Clipper 46-yard line. Clock exactly at the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, with the Clippers up by 12, 32-20. Having problems with our quarter thing on our scoreboard, so that is why it says second. We cannot get it to the 3rd or 4th quarter right now. Martins are going to have 1st and 10. Parcel on the carry and a nice gain up near the 40-yard line, a gain of 5. A gain of 6 actually on the play. Parcel again on 2nd down. Got to gain a yard or 2 on the play. Called a gain of 1. Again, fourth quarter, 5:15 to play. Simons under center, 3rd and 3 for Martinsville. Going to hand off Parcel again. And it's going to be a gain of a couple, 52 on the stop. Dylan Merriman. 22 carries now for Adam Parcel for 81 yards. And going to set up a 4th and short, 4th and less than a yard for Martinsville. Clock continuing to wind down, 4:35 to play. 32-20 lead for the Clippers. Simons under center for Martinsville. Got a handoff. That is Parcel. He had the first down. The ball pops loose, but I think Martinsville able to get back on the football. It was Parcel, and he was able to fall on the football, and enough for a first down for Martinsville as they'll stop the clock at 4:20 to play. Gain of a couple on the play. 83 yards now for Adam Parcel. Fourth quarter, 4 minutes to play. Simon going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Gavin LaLoop just out. Overthrew him just a touch as he had a couple of steps. And that'll stop the clock at 3:46 to play in the fourth. 2nd and 10 for Martinsville at the Amboy 33. Sun starting to appear to the west. After a brief rain shower late in the first half. Simons under center. And off to the lead back. That's Parcel. And Parcel's going to pick up 2 on the play. 85 yards on 24 carries for Adam Parcel this afternoon. 3rd and long. 3rd and 8 for Martinsville at the Clipper 31-yard line. 3:20 to play. Martinsville down 12, 32-20. Handoff, Parcel. Gain of a couple on the play. Big 4th down for Martinsville again. 4th and 6. Clock down to 2:45 to play. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Martinsville. Their first here of the second half. And we'll step aside. We'll be back. 2:42 to play in the contest. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
You will get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
Back here at Amboy High School, big 4th down, 4th and 6 for the Blue Streaks at the Amboy 29-yard line. 2:42 to play. As they sit down, the Sun making a big appearance here at the Harbor in Amboy. Thanks for tuning in here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Just about ready to get started, if not already started, as it is 4 o'clock. St. Anne at Pawnee. Shotgun set. Single back. 3 receivers set for Martinsville. Simons in the shotgun. Low snap's going to look to throw. The ball's tipped and is going to be short of the intended receiver. I think that was Leffelman that maybe got a hand on it. And it'll be turnover on downs to Amboy with 2:39 to play in the contest. Timeout this time taken by the Clippers, so we'll step aside. We'll be back with the remainder of this fourth quarter. 2:39 to play. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Back here at Amboy High School, 1st and 10 for the Clippers at their own 29-yard line. I set. Jones, handoff, second back. That's McKendry, I believe, and he's going to have a first down and a couple more. He's going to get it out across the 40 to the 43, a gain of 14. And it was McKendry on the carry. I'll put him at 8 carries for 70 yards, 2:25 to play in the contest. 1st and 10 Clippers at their own 43-yard line. I set. And boy, no hurry. I'll let some of the time run off. Wait till the signal from the back judge. There's the signal. Jones under center. I set. Handoff, second back through. That's Klein, and he's got another first down wrapped up by Keaton Simons for Martinsville. Across the Martinsville 45 to the 44. Gain of 11. That's going to put Klein up over 100 on the afternoon. (109 yards). I set down to a minute 25 to play. If we get a word with both coaches after this exciting contest today. Jones under center. Lead back, that's Leffelman. And he's just going to put the head down and bulldoze ahead for about 9. Timeout taken by Martinsville, their second. And with that, we'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back here at Amboy High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at Amboy High School, under a minute, 59.6 seconds to play in the contest. Looks like victory formation. Nope, it's going to be a handoff to Leffelman again, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Gain of about 4. Clock down to 50 seconds to play. Amboy going to move on to the semifinals with the win. Timeout by Martinsville. Their third timeout. We'll step aside for a second. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Back here at Amboy High School, 47 seconds remaining. Now we're going to get the victory formation for Amboy. Jones is going to take a knee. Amboy should have to snap it one more time. So Amboy will get the winner of our contest just underway between St. Anne and Pawnee next weekend in the semifinals. Clock down to 22 seconds to play. Jones is going to take a knee again. And that will do it. The final 10 seconds going to tick off the clock here in Amboy. Amboy is going to win it 32-20 this afternoon.
Final scores, Clippers 32, Blue Streaks 20.
So a semifinal contest between the winner of the Pawnee-St. Anne game will take on the Clippers. We have the other semifinal set between the Pula-Marcos and the Missiles of Milledgeville. 32-20, the final score. We'll step aside for some commercials. We'll be back and hopefully talk to both head coaches in this one here coming up on the postgame show in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER patient.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and make care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back here at Amboy High School. as we're trying to keep our lens a little dry here, as we've had some rain spot back through the area again. It's kind of out of focus a little bit. Lens got a little wet, so we may have to. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the help. As we are, there we go. Got her back in focus. Trying to cover up the lens and try and keep things dry here on the post-game show. Want to let you know about a couple of those Amboy sponsors for you here. First National Bank and Amboy supports the Amboy Clippers. They also help area communities with their financial needs. Find them at fnbamboy.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and also Vasson Brothers Chevrolet. Good luck, Clippers. Vasson Brothers Chevrolet Incorporated. Find them at www.vassonbrothers.com. Great deals, great service since 1926. Come see them on Highway 22 in Sublet. See Coach Payne heading up. We'll let him get his radio duties in, and then we will catch him and hopefully catch Martinsville head coach Mitch Baird here as well after the contest. We'll go down the individual. Let him, Coach Payne, take care of the radio duties here. 32-20 the final score. Unofficially, some stats. Ed Fry, 4 carries for 45 yards. Quinn Leffelman, 6 carries for 31. Josh McKendry, oh, that's the wrong sheet. My apologies. Grabbed the one from last couple weeks ago. Ed Fry was 7 carries for 64 yards. Quinn Leffelman, 9 carries for 58. Josh McKendry, 8 carries for 70 yards. Brendan Klein, 12 carries for 109 yards. Eddie Jones, 6 carries for 6. Jones passing 3 of 10 for 86 yards. Castellanos, all 3 catches for 86. For the Martinsville Blue Streaks, they are led by the 25 yards and 25 carries, 87 yards for Adam Parcell. Gabe Griffin, a couple of carries for no yards. Gavin Loop, 3 carries for 10. Caden Simons, 9 carries for 86. Simons' passing was 5 of 14 for 36 yards. Gavin Loop, 2 catches for 17. Parcell, a couple of catches for 9. And Griffin, 1 catch for 10. Running down our scoring summary, it was Jones, 10 yards to Llanos in the first quarter. That coming at 7:55 to play. The 2-point conversion failed, 6-0 in favor of Amboy. Martinsville would answer back with a couple of scores. Simons on a 58-yard touchdown run on the first offensive play for Martinsville. The 2-point conversion pass was no good, 6-6 at that point. And Simons would add a 6-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion failed, 12-6 after 1 in favor of Martinsville. Amboy would come back with a couple scores in the second. Leffelman from 4 yards out. Fry run makes it 14-12 in favor of Amboy. Jones would run it in again for 6 yards for Amboy. And the run was no good, 20-12 at that point. Simons comes right back with a 90-yard kick return. Parcel's run tied us at 20 apiece. That score coming at 2:13 to play in the second quarter. Jones on a 65-yard pass to Llanos at 1:54 to play in the second, and that pushed the lead to 26-20 as the 2-point conversion failed. And it was Klein on a 50-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. The only score after halftime, 5:05 to play. The 2-point conversion pass was no good, and that gave us our final score, 32-20 in favor of the Clippers. What we'll do, we'll step aside, get a couple of words in, and be back with Coach Payne here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Back here at Amboy High School, update from Pawnee. It's St. Anne's 12 and Pawnee 8. First quarter just underway in that one. So you tune that one in on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as well. So with 3/4 of the semifinals are set, be Milledgeville and Polo, and Amboy will take on the winner of the St. Anne and Pawnee contest next week in the I8FA state finals, or semifinals, I should say. Again, earlier today it was Milledgeville 16, Ridgewood 12, and Polo 66, West Carroll 0. Again, just one score in the second half. The first half was like a title fight, back and forth. Martinsville twice answering back after Amboy scores. Simons, the 58-yard touchdown run on the first play after Amboy scored to open the contest. And then right before the half, Amboy scored to go up 20-12. And Simon takes the ensuing kickoff 90 yards for the score. They ran the 2-point conversion in. But Amboy was able to put one on the board before late in the second quarter. It's Coach Payne coming down from his radio duties. And let you get set up here, Coach. And wow, that the first half of this one was kind of like a title fight, Coach.
Yeah.
It's, you guys scored twice. You score on the opening drive, and then what happens? Simon's right back on the first play offensively for Martinsville, punches it in to tie things up, and then you guys do that again. You score, and then the 90 yards, Mr. Simons kind of did everything for Martinsville tonight. But defense really key, I thought, in that second half for you guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our defense played phenomenal in the second half. Not to hold them scoreless in the second half says a lot about the defense. And we knew we coming in, we said, the quarterback's a really good player. He's fast, and, we got to watch it. And first play, come out a little, fell asleep, I guess you would say, and and he goes, 80-some yards or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you said, that first half was back and forth, and it was just a great football game.
It was.
Two really good teams, and I was just happy to be able to be a part of it.
Well, Adam Parcel last week had a big game against Milford, like 275 and 5 scores. You guys hold him unofficially to 87 yards on 25 carries. Pretty good. Talking about the defense again there, between Simons and him, and Simons was 86 yards, so you keep both of those really good players that run the ball very well under 100 yards this afternoon.
Well, that says a lot. I didn't know that because I obviously haven't done the stats yet, but we knew we had to stop those two or try to contain them. Two players like that, it's hard to stop. You just got to hope you can contain them, and and our defense did for the most part, and like I said, they came up huge in the second half. To hold that team scoreless in the second half, it's not an easy feat.
Yeah, and we've talked here the last couple of weeks. It's kind of a balancing act for you guys, but you get Klein over 100 yards unofficially, 12 carries, 109, nice 64 from Ed Fry. So good balance again from you guys on the offensive side of the ball on the ground.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. Like I said before, we have 3 good tailbacks, and we like to get them, equal amount of carries and things, and they do a really good job. And to have that balance, it's key for us, especially because then kids don't get wore down throughout the game and things like that. And all of our backs played well today. They did a good job carrying the football for us.
Yeah, so on to the semifinals, Coach, next week. It's St. Anne's or Pawnee. St. Anne's leading that one early, 12-8, and chance to get maybe 3 of the 4 northern teams. You guys already got 3 northern teams up here, but this was shaking up to be quite the semifinal action for 8-man football next week.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good couple of weeks. It's this time of year always is, and it's exciting to be a part of this, and it's exciting to be able to move on to the semifinals. And we're going to watch the St. Anne Pawnee game, when we get back in the locker room and things like that. And they just told me up top, Milledgeville won 16-14.
16-12.
16-12, and Polo won. So, that's going to be that's going to be a good game to watch.
Yeah.
Those two rivals like that. But like you said, it's up for anybody right now, honestly.
Yeah. So we'll let you get out of here and get into the locker room. I'm sure you guys want to get a little scouting on the game going on right now, and we appreciate your time. And Don't know where we're heading next week, but somebody from TSSR will see you guys next week and in the semifinals.
Well, that's good to know. You guys do a wonderful job at covering 8-man. You guys do a great job, and all of us really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate
Thank
the kind words. Coach Payne here on the TSSR Game Time Live post-game show this evening, and that's going to do it for us here from Amboy High School. Again, 32-20 Amboy on to the semifinals next week as they will take on the winner of the St. Anne Pawnee contest that is going on right now. Last check, it was St. Anne's on top 12-8 over the top-seeded Indians. So for Aaron Kristen, Chris Frank, as they're saying, so long. We'll see you next weekend for I8FA semifinal action here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.